I'm back before we to it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always. Watch for video.
Leaf Wood, a rising rapper hailing from the streets of West Philly.
I'm a real mob member, nigga, this shit too in me. I don't think the law gon' forgive us, we got too many.
Who survived the streets of Philly.
I've been shot once. One time in my hand. I was driving like this. My hand went right there. Shit would've smacked me in my face.
Is now on his way to federal prison. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of
That'd be
DOS.
crazy to survive something like that and then go to jail, bro.
Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Leaf Wood going on a date with his girlfriend that may have cost him his rap career. Back in 2023, mass rapper Millie's would drop Risk Takers, reaching over 16 million views, featuring Jersey's own Albiel and Philly's own Leaf Wood. This was Leaf's biggest feature in his career, next to Power by OT7 Kwani that hit 6.6 million. Leaf would drop a few songs of his own, gaining millions of views, and decline an offer to sign to ESTG, who he apparently saw as on the same level as himself. But one simple mistake would turn a rapper on the rise into a man in a cell.
Well, this is a year ago. Even then, if you see, especially like the way ESTG career is going right now, bro, he on the history too. So if you feel like you was on his level, bro, mind you, I don't know this person. I've never heard his music, but if you felt like you was on his level, bro, like you must got some heavy hitters. I might need to go check some now, for real, especially if you did a song with Millie, because that's one of my favorite artists, bro. So I might have to check that song out. But hey, if y'all like this video, again, always go play the original version. Go to 1090J channel and watch the original version without my commentary.
August 16, 2023, Leaf would visit the King of Prussia Mall, roughly a half hour away from Philly. Known for its luxury stores, the mall was no stranger to theft and crime.
At 5 tonight, investigators have released new details about the gun battle that erupted outside of the King of Prussia Mall. Andrew Wiley is now facing attempted murder charges after investigators say he fired at police. Chaos and confusion at the King of Prussia Mall when a gun accidentally discharged. It happened near the food court, sending shoppers running for cover.
Officials ruled the use of force officers displayed inside a King of Prussia parking lot during an October shooting of a suspect as lawful. Police officers were physically threatened by Kalen Jackson. Jackson was armed and used a stolen car to ram police vehicles before officers opened fire.
Regardless, Leaf would take his girlfriend and eat it Bahama Breeze.
You know they ate him up.
While inside, officers were on proactive detail in the parking lot, running vehicle registrations to see who they could fuck with. It just so happened Leaf hit the proactive lottery, as officers ran the registration on a black Dodge Challenger that came back as being stolen out of Philly. Further investigation would reveal the vehicle was a rental that hadn't been returned.
Oh, okay.
While in the process of towing the vehicle, 26-year-old Khalif Wood, aka Leaf, exited the restaurant with his girlfriend. Leaf began running towards the vehicle until he saw uniformed police officers and the mock police vehicle. That's when he turned around, sprinting back into the restaurant. Officers chased after him.
I did the same thing. I did that before, bro. I swear, bro. It's a story on my vlog channel, bro. King Taylor TV. I got arrested on a Tootie charge. DA reject. I'm good. That's why, hey, we all good. You feel me? But the same cop, bro, because I got arrested inside of a dispensary shop. So bro, when I went back, why I looked through like the little crack within the window. You know how like the shade is always got that little space. I looked through it right there, bro, and seen the same cop that arrested me. Mind you, bro, when he arrested me, he took $900 from me, bro. Nah, I'm not. I'm not taking another L, bro. I'm not taking another L, bro. I swear, bro, I hit that dash. What? Yeah, I think because I'm big, I might be slow, but trust me, boy got wheels.
As Leaf made his way into the kitchen, where an employee witnessed him toss a handgun into a trash can. With tasers drawn, Leaf would be placed into custody while officers dug through the trash, locating a .40 caliber Glock with a switch. The employee would provide police with a statement and identify Leaf as the one he saw throw the gun away. Leaf would be held in a county jail over the next 4 months.
He got a DA reject, bro.
Criminal record. Back in 2019, Leaf was convicted of felony possession of a firearm and sentenced to 11.5 to 24 months. Because of his record, the feds would indict Leaf Ward for possession of a machine gun and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. It would take 9 months of fighting his case before reaching a plea deal. Leaf Ward would agree that the courts may impose a maximum sentence for possession of a machine gun, which is 10 years, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, which is 15 years, totaling to 25 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release and a $500,000 fine. Leaf would further agree that if he violates his supervised release, the original term of imprisonment may be increased by up to 2 years on each count, to where he would not only have to serve the original sentence, the time would increase and he'd receive no credit for time spent on supervised release. Now, Leaf Ward and the government came to an agreement that he'd receive 46 months in prison, or just under 4 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release. With that being said, it's up to a judge to make a final decision, but 46 months is expected to be the end result. Sentencing has been set for January 23rd, 2025. So essentially a date with his girlfriend while driving a stolen rental with a switch on his side could potentially cost Leaf Ward his career. Now 27 years old, he'll be over 30 by the time he's released, and statistically speaking, not many rappers blow over 30 years old, and not
like, that's why, like, bro, like, when you riding dirty, bro, you gotta make sure everything is legit. Everything, bro. Everything. Make sure your tag, like, if it's the month that your tags expire, make sure you pay them before that. If it's in January, make sure you pay it in December. If you got if you got tent, take the tent off. Take the tent off. Like, make sure everything is legit. The 10 things depend on your city, but make sure everything is legit, and then hopefully you don't got to worry about certain things. Cause, bro, like, you went out to eat, and now you're in jail for X amount of time, bro. That's crazy. That's the one night you probably should have used DoorDash.
Many rappers can make a comeback after prison. Now,
it's possible he got to come out with a heavy hitting song.
Downfall. He was caught with a gun previously, so he can never possess guns again at any point in his life. He's a drill rapper living in one of the deadliest cities in America, where rappers literally, they're just going, you know. Everybody, maybe not everybody, but Philly is very much Chicago, New Orleans, Jacksonville. Philly is very much active. All you gotta do is just jump on Google. Maybe it's not rappers you're aware of, but the streets in Philly are very much active. And if you're gonna be rapping about certain things, you gotta be part of the program, and you're gonna get taken off the fucking map. So for Leaf Ward, while he, traveled to a restaurant outside of Philly, which is definitely smart, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's trying to get recognized and killed.
Oh, God.
He was in a vehicle that was reported stolen, which he may not have known. And also apparently
you knew that they got to go back.
Which there's no beating that. You know what I mean? Like, you could have taken an extra step and got your girlfriend.
And if that was his rental, he knew the day he had to take it back. If that was her rental or his homie's rental or whoever, and they didn't tell him, bro, you better make sure they putting some money on your books every month, because they got you locked up, bro, for real. Because if it wasn't for them, they would have never. You wouldn't have been in that position.
her get a gun license. She keeps the gun in her purse. But you can't have a switch on that motherfucker regardless. She could have just had a regular Glock. A switch in Bahama Breeze is crazy. But this is a part of living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? He has to be ready at all times for the worst thing to happen. So he gotta have it on him. And all it takes is a bored-ass police officer in the parking lot to run a registration, see the shit stolen. And I mean, bro, it was just his reaction. Had he saw what was happening and didn't make a move,
and it went like that,
they probably would have found his fingerprints inside of the stolen vehicle, whatever.
But he wouldn't have had a tootie on him, though.
He would have been able to Uber home from the restaurant. But just out of reaction, he runs up thinking he's about to check the fucking tow truck driver.
They were fighting like,
and then he sees all these cops. Cops see him.
Like,
he takes off. They go after him, and they get him. So looking back on the situation, there's 100% ways you could have did this better, but
that was a whole. That just seemed like a whole, like, movie scene, bro. You out to eat, you with your girl, you know you got the thing on you, bro. You know, as you should, you know you trying to be safe or whatever. You park, you got, you know, you probably in a nice little rental, whatever. Come to find out that the rental is forget even the part, you know, that the rental has been reported stolen. Your car is being towed, right? You running up like, hey, what you doing? What's the problem? Look, it's the law in an undercover car. Like what? Like what are the chances? And you got the thing with the switch on it. What are the chances of that, bro? Like that's a movie scene right there, bro.
If you want to just avoid all of the fuck shit, avoid the lifestyle in its entirety.
That's crazy, big bro.
It's hard to do, especially when you want to be a rapper. So for y'all young motherfuckers that's watching this shit, take note because he was on the fucking rise. His music is fire. Who he's collabing with is fire. I didn't know shit about Leaf Ward until Millie's put me on. Millie's invited me to one of his shows in Boston. I met Albial in the club after the fact, but Leaf Ward was supposed to be there, and he wasn't there. Mind you, this is his biggest feature.
That's crazy.
Leaf was supposed to be performing that motherfucker everywhere, but he wasn't there for whatever reason. And just because you're on the rise, and
like I say all the time, bro, like you can't mix the you know, the streets with the potential of your dreams, because the streets gonna knock you off every single time. But as soon as you get that, look, he said this is his rise, this is his moment, this is how the song. And look, the streets knocked you off, took you out of position. Now it's done. If you're chasing something, you're chasing a positive dream, you gotta leave the streets alone. If even your certain homies, if you feel like they're trying to pull you back to, you know, going to house parties, you know, might get hit up, hanging out on the block when you know it's you gotta have something on you because you hanging out, whether you from a team or not, you hanging out in a wherever on the street, right? You gotta protect yourself. Police gonna come or somebody gonna come, bruh. Like it's crazy, man.
You're willing to reject deals. That doesn't mean a stupid decision can't cost you every fucking thing. And that's the message of this video. Not that another rapper got time for a switch, but the simplest fucking decision can knock you off the path to greatness. Now his sentence is average for what it is. 4 years really ain't that bad, or just under 4 years for getting hit with a firearm and a switch as a felon. It's a major setback. If I took 1 year off of YouTube, my channel would be done. Never mind 4. And that's what I want y'all to take
a week off. It'll be us over.
Don't make a decision to where you gotta think, fuck, how am I gonna be able to come back after 4 years? Think of it now as I have the opportunity to do fucking whatever. And hopefully, when that stupid thought comes into your fucking head, you're mature enough to avoid it.
Nah.
Or maybe you'll remember this video and make a better decision. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all.
He's speaking facts though. Like people be, again, Y'all be in a position to take care of yourself, feed you, your family, your loved ones, your girls, your ladies, your dude, your kids, and then y'all do dumb things to trick you out of that position, bro. For nothing.